Hello, everyone. Welcome to Coaching Pink Talk. So I am Coach Candee Teng from Life Coach Philippines, and this is coaching for mental fitness. And this coaching conversation is for individuals who wants to become mentally fit so they can be empowered to take full responsibility and accountability with their decisions in life, regardless of their mental condition or their mental state. And my mission is to empower 1 million individuals to become mentally fit so they can courageously journey outside of their comfortable lifestyle towards the recovery of their broken name, broken identity, and broken dreams so that they can design and truly live a life of responsibility or a life of stewardship. So thank you for joining me live today, and please leave your digital footprints by letting us know where you are coming from today, and please do tag a friend and circulate this video to help us reach more individuals who might be in need of what I'll be sharing for this session. So you may also give some shout outs to people you want to greet and reach out with some inspiring message. So if you are watching this on a replay, then please do comment hashtag replay. So I'm streaming via FB page of Life Coach Philippines and YouTube channel Coach AI-Connect. So if you are new to our platform, please like, follow, and subscribe. And of course, for my topic, this afternoon or this episode. I am so excited to be back. Oh, yeah. So leaky brain and brain degeneration. Ayan. So if you have been following me last year, I've talked about leaky brain. Then I have talked about leaky gut and leaky brain. So for this episode, let's talk about leaky brain and brain degeneration. So what does it has to do with brain degeneration? Ayan. And but before I proceed, of course, I would like to greet all of you a happy New Year. So we have Coach Marife, Coach Maureen, we have Coach Joanna, and we have Lizzy. Ayan, just Lizzy. So this is a very interesting topic, and mamaya no, I'll dive into further at what is the connection of the gut and the brain. Okay, so uh, try natin to. Okay, just in case you're meeting me for the first time, ayan. So my name is Life Coach Candee Teng. I'm a professional certified CACC life coach and a certified mental health coach. So I am as a life coach, no, I help people become mentally fit so they can heal and recover through mental fitness. So I am a proud scholar of Master Coach A Strive Speak, a six-step to six-figure speaking career training program. And of course, I am a Master Builder Apprentice of Master Coach A, and we build tribe as we help your unstoppable dream to come true. Ayan. And of course, I am a proud coachee of Master Coach A. So we have been in partnership for ongoing for 3 years now, but ongoing fourth year of partnership. And on our fourth year of partnership, we're going to talk about brain integration. So it's all about science is already very much included, no. But before I came to Master Coaching, I was clinically diagnosed with multiple mental illnesses. Kaya tayo may coaching for mental fitness. So this is my journey as well, no. I have been working on my mental wellness and my mental fitness. That's why I got healed from ano no from my multiple mental conditions. But of course, it is still with the grace of God. So, ayan, si God pa rin talaga yan. But yes, I just continue to work with Master Coach A towards mental wellness and building on my mental fitness. And even so that I am healed right now, the more important mental fitness is, okay? So, it is not true that when you heal no from your mental sickness, you will just go back to your lifestyle, the lifestyle you had before. You have to keep on working on your mental fitness, because if you don't work on your mental fitness, then eventually your mental health will decline, no. And when you go back to to di naman degeneration, no, but when your mental health declines, no, when you're healed and it declines, um you suffer times at least times two more from where you came from. That's why mental fitness is a continuous journey as long as you live. Okay. So of course, I invite you to follow me. So we have my page, Life Coach Candee, and my group, When Comfort is Not So Comfortable Coaching Community. So when we talk about comfort, it is not limited to physical comforts. So this can be your emotional comforts, your mental comforts, the way you process your thoughts. There's comfort in it, and of course, oftentimes people know that they have to go outside of their comfort zones to grow, but they are challenged and they don't have someone to journey with them. So this is what the group is all about, is to help you become no mentally fit, emotionally fit, in order for you to finally take the courage to step out of your comforts and journey towards your growth and towards your healing. And of course, if you want to drop me some notes, connect with me, ask me some questions, then you have my personal Facebook account, which is ayan, Candy Teng. I only have one account, okay? So it exactly looks like this. So if it doesn't look like that, I am not that one, okay? And of course, I invite you to like and follow Decaf Coffee Republic. So Decaf Coffee Republic is our coaching hub and home of certified life coaches here in the Philippines. And we are physically open from 12 noon to 12 midnight. So just in case you have you don't you want someone to talk to and you want a place, to just be with yourself, to relax, then we invite you to come over. So we are located inside Pioneer Compound, Capitolio, Pasig City. Okay, wait a minute. Yeah, okay. Okay. So before I begin, of course, I encourage you to get your hashtag pack my bag moments. So these are your key moments, aha, or epiphanies. These are your realizations. No, these are powerful truths that speaks to you, and for some, no, it even pinches the heart. Hashtag guilty, hashtag relate, and usually we use this hashtag, no, hashtag relate, hashtag guilty, hashtag me, but these are truths that you need. And why is it called hashtag pack my bag moment? Because like a bag, you can carry this around with you as you journey on through life, and these are valuable learnings that impacts your life. Okay, so I invite you as well, no, as you are being blessed by what I will be sharing with you, be a blessing to others as well by sharing your hashtag pack my bag moment on your timeline, so your friends get to see your learnings. And if you want to put a context, no, so people will know where your learnings comes from, or your hashtag pack my bag moment comes from, then you can put hashtag coaching think talk, hashtag mentally fit Phil, and hashtag mental fitness first. So ayan, so we have Coach Gracie, Coach Nords, ayan, we have Coach Team as well, and I think we have Donald from YouTube, and I cannot pronounce the other name. Hello, hello, thank you for joining us. And Bridget, we have Bridget, okay? So ayan, let's talk about again leaky brain and brain degeneration. But before we proceed, no, with brain degeneration, we have to first know about leaky brain. So if you want to know more about dive into leaky brain, I have an episode on leaky brain. So you want to look into it on coaching for mental fitness. So technically, when you talk about leaky brain, no, it has something to do with leaky gut. And when you have a leaky gut, eventually you develop a leaky brain. So we have such a thing as the gut and brain axis, or the gut and brain connection, where in our gut is oftentimes called the second brain because it acts in yung structure niya. It's as if it's a brain, okay? And there is a direct bi-directional connection through the vagus nerve and other connections, no, directly towards from the spinal cord towards your gut. And when you talk about gut, it is not only limited to your stomach, but it can as well, no, it is part as well from the esophagus down to your anus, okay? So yung the whole system there is actually what you call gut. And our gut is gets affected by what we eat. So that's why you have been hearing food is a cure, a natural cure to your health, and it can be as well, no, for your mental health. And if you don't eat properly, it only does not affect no other organs, but it as well affects your brain. So how does it affect your brain? So inside our gut there are millions of what you call microbiome. Okay, this is an ecosystem of bacteria, healthy bacteria, technically, in our gut. And when we eat food that is, especially that contains preservatives, sugars, because sugars are naturally inflammatory, and other food that causes our gut
Hello. Okay. Okay, so my audio got disconnected. So, when you eat a food that is not healthy for your gut, technically you mess up with the microbiome of the system, and there can be bad bacteria or pathogens. No, these are the bad bacteria that eventually eats away the lining of your gut. And just like the brain, no, um, our gut envelopes are being enveloped of a special protective barrier. Okay, it is a special protective barrier which is impermeable, meaning uh, from the inside. Okay, since every the food that we eat, no, we process, the intestines process it. So technically, di ba, dyan nanggagaling yung toxin. So your gut technically process everything, and through the anus, di ba, we excrete it. So what happens is that when we eat, or when the pathogenic bacteria eat away the protective lining of your gut, it creates leaks large enough for toxins from your gut to sneak through your blood system. And once there, no, the heart, it goes towards the heart. Of course, the heart will pump. The function of the heart is to pump blood. So as it pumps blood, since there is already a leak, no, toxins are being released towards your bloodstream, it then now goes towards the other organs in your body, and therefore you get inflammation from other organs of your body, like you get sickness. It depends on what organ it hits, no, but that includes as well the brain. So like the intestinal system, no, our brain has the blood brain barrier. So this is shielded, no, by the blood brain barrier. It's more of a cellular fortress that stretches around the blood vessels throughout your skull and the spinal cord to keep the microbes out. Okay, so yun yung purpose niya. Okay, to keep the microbes out. So it protects so that it doesn't have anything, no, yung mga toxins hindi siya makapasok sa brain mo. Okay, so again, this is called the blood-brain barrier. So due to unhealthy dietary lifestyle and lifestyle choices, of course, environmental toxicity as well. If you want to look into environmental toxins, I have 13 weeks of that. Again, you can look through it in Life Coach Philippines video, or in Coach AI-Connect YouTube channel. So as well as stress, no, stress affects the body as well. It creates gut flora imbalances. And your gut, when your gut becomes permeable, or what we call leaky, this means, no, that food particles and toxins pass through your gut lining, and eventually, no, it goes towards, and it pumps towards the brain as well. And just like a fortress, no, when a fortress or a shield keeps being attacked by foreign substances, no, eventually it weakens, and there comes cracks, no, nagkakaroon ng crack. So eventually there comes a crack in your blood-brain barrier, which causes a leak in your brain. So that's what we call leaky brain. And if you can see here, this is the blood-brain barrier. If you look at it, the 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 function of the blood-brain barrier, it is porous enough, no, to absorb nutrition, yet impermeable enough to exclude pathogen, or the harmful bacteria, immune cells. Of course, it keeps out the immune cells, because immune cells is functions as a way that it doesn't actually know which is the healthy cells and which are not the healthy cells. What the immune cells does is literally it kills cells, okay, because that's the function of it. And when you have a leaky gut, no, and toxins get out of your bloodstream, your immune system detects that there's foreign substance, so naturally it releases immune cells, and these immune cells goes after the pathogens, okay, or the toxins. And eventually, no, When these toxins get into your neuro, into your brain, eventually the immune cell follows, eventually killing even your healthy neurons, okay? Your healthy brain cells. So that's what happens. That's why eventually it causes neurodegenerative diseases, okay? In a nutshell, that's how it is. And this is really science, okay? So if you want to know more about it, then of course, feel free to message me. So, um, okay. Nawala sa screen ko. Anyways, okay. Um, it is not present here on the slide. No, it doesn't reflect. But technically, when you talk about the process of degeneration, no, um, leaky gut, technically leaky gut and leaky brain often occurs at the same time. That's why kaya it is very important to be mindful with what you eat. So this is not surprising if you consider, of course, the connection between your gut and your brain, which I talked about, which is the gut-brain axis. And again, if you want to know about the gut-brain axis, you can find it in one of the replay videos. So two proteins that you want to look into, if you're just in case you're going towards a test, no, is occludin and zunlin. Okay, this both lead to gut and blood-brain barrier permeability. And if you have, just in case you have antibodies against these two proteins, it is a good indication that you have both leaky gut and leaky brain. And if you want to go deeper into the science, I'll just give you a snippet of it. No, elevated microRNA 155 molecule levels also indicate increase in inflammation that results in microscopic gaps in the blood-brain barrier, which again causes leaky brain, and it increases brain inflammation since toxins goes into your brain, no, goes into the skull, goes into the brain. Technically, automatically your brain will begin to protect itself, no, nagkakaroon din siya ng inflammation. Therefore, it releases immune cells, nagkakaroon tayo ng autoimmunity as well, and other health issues. So the breakdown of the blood-brain barrier has been seen in various brain degenerations. There has been research with this. If you want to know more about this, then I encourage you to connect with me. And leaky brain and brain inflammation eventually leads to brain fog or mental fog. Again, if you want to know more about this, there is a replay, okay? Then it also leads with depression, anxiety, autoimmune brain disorders, and other mental health and brain health problems. So, symptoms of leaky brain that you can look into again includes brain fog, dizziness, irritability, depression, anxiety, concentration troubles, memory problems, fatigue, headaches, or migraines. So it's one of the things that you want to look into and you want to consider when you get migraines, headaches, and if you have constant fatigue. No, it's of course it's different if you have depression and you have constant fatigue. Then technically you want to look into your lifestyle, meaning what you eat and of course your physical lifestyle. Okay. So later on, I will be sharing this on the next episode on what you can do in order to handle your leaky brain. And if you want to know more about the food that causes, of course, leaky brain, then I invite you to join me next week on Tuesday 10 a.m. on Coaching for Mindful Eating. Okay, so what are the long-term problems when you talk about leaky brain? Of course, leaving leaky brain unaddressed, since it is unaddressed, no, eventually can have serious consequences because the barrier weakens. And as the barrier weakens, if you don't change your lifestyle, eventually, no, there are more toxins and there are more immune cells that goes into your brain, and eventually, no, it messes up with your brain processing. Okay, ibig sabihin the natural processing of your brain, the natural circulation of the brain, the way the natural works in the natural system, how the brain system naturally work. Ayan. So it have consequences on your health, and having leaky brain for a long time actually increases brain degeneration. So when you talk about depression, no, anxiety, it is mainly more of causes by inflammation. But there are things, no, when you talk about depression, when you don't handle depression, no, eventually it worsens. So especially if you have any mental challenges or mental illnesses, if you really don't address it, there is no other way but for it to worsen. Okay, so you have to work on your mental fitness in order for you to protect your brain, in order for you to begin to protect your brain, and eventually to heal, no, from it. Sabi ni Coach Tim De Hoya, BBB, nosebleed, ayan. Si blood-brain barrier. It's like a tongue twister, di ba? Oh, sabi ni Coach Tim De Hoya, oh, migraines, I have that. Ayan, si Coach Tin. So, join me next week, Coach Tin, on Coaching for Mindful Eating, and look at, no, probably you have been eating something, no, that eventually creates a leaky gut. And si Coach Teen, if correct me if I'm wrong, no. Usually kasi kasama ko si Coach Teen sa DCAP, and there is like hyperacidity, usually may acidity, ano siya, something with the gut, no. Technically, pag ano siya, it has something to do with it as well. Ayan. So it's very, very exciting. Anyway, okay. So what brain degeneration issues, no, does leaky gut and leaky brain eventually presents to you? So eventually it increases your cognitive decline, or what we call dementia. So if you have a leaky brain and leaky gut, and you have continuous, no, experiences of migraines, dizziness, irritability, depression and anxiety, concentration problems, memory problems, and this really persists, no, eventually you will experience cognitive decline, or what we call dementia. And for neurodegenerative disorders, this includes Alzheimer's disease and Parkinson's disease. You can also have multiple sclerosis or peripheral neuropathy, and eventually, no, ADHD, attention deficit disorder. So when you talk about an ADHD from the perspective of the leaky gut and leaky brain, it doesn't necessarily mean that if you don't have this during childhood, you won't be able to develop this during your adulthood. It can, okay, it can, because if you look at this, if there is a persistent issue with your leaky gut and leaky brain, eventually, no, it causes brain degeneration, and it allows for this to happen. So technically, when you talk about mental health challenges, mental health disorder, and neurodegenerative diseases, kasama po dyan ang depression and anxiety and other mental illnesses, technically this can develop as well later through your life, especially if your immune system weakens, if your blood-brain barrier weakens, and if the gut lining in the lining in your gut weakens, then technically eventually you can develop these mental illnesses. So you have to really work on your mental fitness, on your mindful eating, in order for you to protect yourself. And what other neurodegeneration can there be, no, or you are at risk at? Of course, autism. So when you talk about autism, this may not possibly manifest to you, but you can pass this down to the next generation because it alters the DNA. Okay, when you talk about this, no, there is a thing as well as epigenetics, wherein environmental factors and the way, no, yung katawan natin, of course, your genes is going to be passed down towards the next generation. So eventually, nag-alter everything. When you experience something in your body, eventually it alters the genes, therefore you get to pass this towards the next generation. That's why, no, even people, even parents who doesn't have any autism history, no, from their family tree, eventually have children that has autism disorder, or yeah, autism spectrum disorder, because this is part of epigenetics. So these are all science based, and these are all proven by functional medicine. So if you want to know more about this, again, feel free to connect with me. I'll be happy to share this with you. And of course, seizures eventually, no, if your brain keeps declining, no, not the degeneration because of blood brain barrier of our leaky brain, no, eventually you experience seizures and of course other mental health issues, including depression, anxiety, and even schizophrenia. Ayan. So that is how important really being become, no, mindful of your eating. Again, like I always say, part of your mental fitness is being mindful of what food you bring into your body, because there is a direct connection between your gut, your brain, and other organs of your body. And it all starts with your gut. It all starts with the food that we eat. So if you can see it, mental fitness is really, really much aligned and connected with being mindful with what you eat. So that's it for our episode for coaching for mental fitness. This the first episode, of course, I'm very, very excited, no, for the next episodes as we go and dive more into the science of the brain and the science of mental fitness. So do join me again next week as I discuss more about leaky brain, about the process of brain degeneration, about what you can do with it. But if you want to know more about the food that causes leaky gut, then I invite you to join me on coaching for mindful eating at every Tuesdays at 10 a.m. Or of course, you can catch the replay of this in Coach AI-Connect YouTube channel. Again, join me again. I hope to see you again next week, same time, Friday at 10 a.m. for coaching for mindful eating. Okay. And of course, as I end this conversation, let me invite you to be part of what we are doing as an organization of professional certified life coaches. So if you are not yet a smart holder of B Learning e-card, then know that you are still missing the perks that we are enjoying. And today, of course, is the best time for you to take action. So just connect with Coach Rosel through 0917-586-1661 to join the Be Learning Society, which is the 10th maker of Be Learning Homes for mental fitness. So the perks that we enjoy is that you get a 5% food and beverage discount from Decaf Coffee Republic, and you get a full access to mental model masterclasses by Master Coach A, which happens every fourth Saturday of the month. Plus, you get to benefit from a 90-minute free coaching session with senior coaches from Life Coach Philippines. So you want to save the date on January 29th, which is a Saturday at 7 p.m. For our next mental model masterclass, as Master Coach A will teach about the transformation mental model. So transformation is actually a radical shift. No, if it is not a radical shift, then technically you can just coin it as change. Again, when you talk about transformation, it has to have a radical shift at the identity level. Um, and this masterclass will go deeper on what transformation is, what is involved in the process of transformation, or the process of transforming oneself, and of course, knowing about the biggest transformation bottlenecks and how to overcome them. Because it's time for a radical shift. So I invite you to do not miss this master class. It's new year. It's a wonderful way for you to start your year, is to work on the transformation process. And if you're working on your New Year's resolution, New Year's goal, then this masterclass is perfect for you. So I invite you to just connect with Coach Rizal to 0917-586-1661 for more information and registration assistance. Now, ayan. So for individuals naman, no, who intend to embark on a journey of becoming a certified life coach like us, Master Coach A offers co-actively co-create life coach certification program. So this is a CPD, or continuing professional development accredited course with 40 credit units. So CPD is all about learning new things or refreshing your knowledge by doing new things, and this what makes the ACC Life Coach certification program the perfect track for your continuing professional development. And life coaching is actually the 21st century learning experience that is empowering professionals to enhance their skills in multiple domains and thereby increasing their relevance in an increasingly complex workplace, or they get to increase their value in the workplace. And right now the workplace is very, very much competitive. Okay, so the CACC course includes a 21-day web-based learning, a 3-day live coaching bootcamp with Master Coach A, and a 3-day live business bootcamp with senior coaching team. And the program package also comes with many other bonuses. To connect with Coach Rizal through 0917-586-1661 to discover the opportunities awaiting for you in this profession, which is the second fastest growing profession today, and it is a very, very, very fulfilling profession. Yeah. So do join us for another coaching conversation tomorrow with Coach Orville for coaching for courageous living at 10 a.m. and Master Coach Jasmine for coaching for frontliners at 2 p.m. So once again, this is Coach Candee Teng from Life Coach Philippines for coaching Think Talk. Because coaches like us think and talk like this, and this is us in the Philippines. Love and boom, love and boom, love and boom. Bye bye.
As a business owner, are you overwhelmed by the need to post beautiful, engaging content every single day? Are you left wondering what to write? Tired of scrolling through stock photos that all start to look the same? Confused by complicated graphic design programs? Rise Up Creatives is here to help. Each month, we give you everything you need to create 31 days of social media content in just 5 minutes a day. Customizable captions, curated lifestyle photos, a drag-and-drop graphic design tool, and the ability to post directly to your social media accounts. No one else empowers you with these 4 resources all in one place. Each month, we help you plan your social media calendar by providing you with 31 image themes and customizable captions so you can quickly and easily create engaging content and grow your following. Simply select the image that works best for your feed or story. Then, copy the caption and customize it to fit your audience. 5 minutes a day. It's that quick. Plus, you'll absolutely love our drag-and-drop graphic design tool. Start from scratch or choose one of our beautiful templates to fit your unique brand. When you're ready to export your design, you can download, email, or post directly to your social media accounts. Here's the truth. Our world needs what you have to offer. Don't let technology or procrastination hold you back. Rise Up Creatives is more than an online resource. We're a community helping you overcome your biggest barriers to reach your greatest goals. We're here to help you rise up and be creative.